Welcome to some sensible discussion with one of the more sensible people I've had the pleasure of meeting, Wayne Scanlan. Wayne, it's good to see you. Topic number one, as we look at three big questions entering Ottawa Senators training camp. Pierre Dorion, not even the Senators general manager, could resist a little Boxing Day shopping, as over the weekend he brought in Derek Stepan from Arizona, Cedric Paquette and Braden Coburn from the Tampa Bay Lightning. So all of this to say, is there a spot in the lineup for Logan Brown come opening day?
Boy, you start to wonder, Kyle. And we can play this game and we can pencil people into positions, but the late Brian Murray always liked to say it's the players who decide. I think if Logan Brown is going to eke his way into this lineup, he's going to have to wow some people in this camp. And when you look at their centers, with Stepan and Paquette, now you've added two legit NHL centers. Colin White is already here, and Chris Tierney. So you'd have to say there's at least four established NHL centers ahead of Logan Brown. And Josh Norris, don't forget, he lit it up in the AHL last year. I'd like to see him get an opportunity. I think the thing to remember is that with 56 games in 113 days and this so-called taxi squad of 4 to 6 players, there's going to be injuries, there's going to be health issues. And I would hope that there's opportunity for those younger players.
Right. And I mean, everyone's talked about the fact that Derek Stepan obviously is a quality center, but it's got to remember too, as you mentioned, Cedric Paquette played center for John Cooper and the Lightning as well. So there's another guy down the middle that you have to consider too, as players will fight for jobs here come training camp. Question number 2, Tim Stuezle, who logged 31 minutes and 1 second against Slovakia earlier this week in the World Juniors. He's had an incredible run there on a very depleted German side. Who do you think will play on his line, at least to start this year?
I think Stepan, he's by far the most experienced center on the Senators roster. Why not put the kid next to him and kind of learn the game from him? And maybe Alex Galchenyuk, who of course played with Stepan in Arizona, he might slot in nicely on the other side. And, it's fun to play this coaching game and pencil in the lineup, but DJ Smith will decide. But I thought Stepan, when he did that Zoom call with us, Kyle, he almost let the cat out of the bag there, said, well, I don't want to spoil the surprise. Let's let the coach make that announcement. But that to me hinted that he's probably going to be lining up with Tim Stuezle, who of course is going to be a center himself, likely down the road, maybe in a year's time and maybe less.
Yeah, and I think if you're a Senators fan, you have to be encouraged by what Stepan also said and just his excitement of working with the young players in Ottawa. So it sounds like, at least for this year, it's going to be a very good fit there. Final question for you, Scanner. Brady Tkachuk, do you think there's any chance he signs a new contract before the regular season gets going on January 13th? Not a lot of time.
No, not a lot of time. And my sense is, we've talked to Pierre Dorion about this, kind of repeatedly over, late summer, early fall. And it sounded like things were just going to be on hold for now. So much economic uncertainty due to the pandemic. They're going to be playing in empty buildings to start the season. I think both sides would probably want to wait a little bit to bring some stability back to the league before pursuing it. But of course, this is the script, right? You get this guy signed, maybe slap a big letter C on that jersey, and this guy leads you to a Stanley Cup down the road. I mean, that's the perfect scenario for Brady Tkachuk and the Ottawa Senators.
When they open training camp on New Year's Eve, 295 days will have passed, Wayne, since they played their last game on March the 11th in Los Angeles. A lifetime for these players, certainly for us that are so used to covering this thing from year to year, but the wait is nearly over.